Hello, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful day today and that your heart was filled with joy, that you're thankful that God allowed us to see, another day to its completion, that we're healthy, that we're in our right mind, that our bodies are sound, and, that we're doing good, doing good. Tonight's Last Supper is no earthly guarantee. No earthly guarantee. Now, sometimes we feel like since we study and read the Word of God and we go to church and we go to church often, we go to Bible study, go to prayer, we go to other churches and we go as much as we can. We do what we can for the church as much as possible. Maybe even clean it, cut the yard, whatever we do. We feel like since we're doing all these things that life is going to be smooth. We're doing all of this and we're supposedly doing it for the Lord. But that's no earthly guarantees. All the stuff that I just mentioned is our duty as a Christian. We're not doing God any favors. We still owe. We're in the hole. He had to come down here and give up his life for us. So no matter how much we do for him, we're still in the hole. So, and it's no earthly guarantee that we're gonna have a great life, or we're gonna have the things go the way that we want. And to me, I think it's probably better that way, because once this flesh is satisfied, we start to forget about God. Everything's going well. And the more well that goes in our life, the more we seem to forget about God. But when there's problems, when we have to pray to him and lean and trust and depend on him, then we seem to stay that way. I'm not saying I want anyone to go through problems because they're difficult to go through. What I'm saying is we seem to be closer to him when we have a need for him. And then when we're satisfied, let's just say we hit the lotto and we're millionaires now, or if we've been passed down an inheritance, well, we have everything now. So we can't hear nothing. Oh, how about now? I guess it was connected to my Bluetooth. What I was saying is that tonight's, sorry, I missed it. Let me go back again. Tonight's Last Supper is no earthly guarantees. No earthly guarantees. What I was saying, my wife told me that I didn't have any sound, so I had to do this all over again, but that's okay. No earthly guarantees. What I said, we seem to think just because we go to church, we go to every service. Maybe we even clean the church. Maybe we even do the grounds or cut the yards or whatever. We feel like the more we do, the more blessings we should get. God didn't give us that earthly guarantee. That's not an earthly guarantee we get just because we go to church, sit on the front row, or we praise and worship leader, we're a preacher, or what. That's no earthly guarantees. No earthly guarantees whatsoever. We're just doing our duty as a Christian. We're in the hole. We're in the hole because of the sins that we created. God made us perfect. We made ourselves imperfect with sin. So there's no earthly guarantees. And as long as we are satisfied, or as long as we're in the flesh, as long as this flesh is satisfied. This is what I was saying earlier before y'all couldn't hear me. I don't know if my Bluetooth is still connected. It's in the room. As long as the flesh is satisfied, we seem to get away from God. So I think it's better for us to have something that happens so we can stay close to God, because it seems like say, listen, you hit the lotto, you get an inheritance or something like that. Well, then you have everything. So we start to slip away from God because now the flesh is satisfied. But we forget, what about the spirit? We need to satisfy the spirit, not just the flesh. The flesh is something that's going to get us in trouble. We need to make sure that we satisfy our spirit. And the more that we satisfy the spirit, the better we will be. God didn't give us an earthly guarantee that life is going to be smooth. He didn't say what life is going to be smooth. Now, is there a reward at the end of this? Yeah, but it's not on this side. This side, everything has an expiration date. This side is fleeting. It's going away. We don't have, you can't hold on to everything that's here. It's not going to go with us when we leave. So it's best for us. It's best for us to make sure that we sending up the timber like they used to say in the old days. Miss Matkins can tell you about that. Miss Matkins, thank you for coming in. Miss Matkins can tell you that they all growing up, that's all I was hear, son. Make sure you sending up your timber. My grandparents, they would tell us that. And in other words, what they were saying is do right, do right. Build your home in heaven, build your mansion in heaven. And God never, like I said, God never gave us any earthly guarantees, no earthly guarantees, but he did guarantee us a crown if we follow his ways. And that's the direction we should go in. We want to grab on everything here. We want this type of house, this type of car. That's satisfying the flesh. We should walk after the spirit. That is the one. If we walk after the spirit, then everything falls in line. And if you can get those things, it's not a guarantee, but those things can be given to you. God takes pleasure in seeing us do good. He doesn't want to see us do wrong. But we need to do right. We have to do right. It just pains me to see how so much hatred is going around and just because of a person's. My parents never raised me up to look at a person of color. A man's a man, a woman's a woman. And how you see all these things on TV, it's just disheartening to see how just because of the color of a person or something that background of a person or something, they didn't have advantages growing up, and we want to look down on somebody. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, let's make sure that we're walking after the spirit and not start worrying about satisfying this flesh. This flesh is going to stay right here where it was born, staying right here. What we need to do is make sure if you want a guarantee, let's get a heavenly guarantee. And the only way to get that is pick up that Bible, read it, study it, fast, pray, meditate on the word as much as possible. Do as much as possible to please the Lord. As long as we're walking in the path and the direction that he sets for us, there is a guarantee, but it's not an earthly guarantee. It's a guarantee that we wear that crown on the place he has set for us in heaven. And that you can take to the bank. God bless you every second, every minute, every hour of every day. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Please make sure that you just walk after the spirit. Leave this flesh alone and walk after the spirit. We all need to help each other, love on one another. That's the only way we're going to make it in this world. If we really look at how connected we really are, on how we really need each other, man, we can make this place a really enjoyable place to live. Really enjoyable. God bless you and your families, all of you. Thank you for coming in. God bless you.